And now on Trevor Sports, it's more action from Euro 2020 as Austria take on the Netherlands. Introduced by Trev Lynam.
Shot himself, it's in! Yes! Jensen! 38-6, they've got a goal here. Goal! Luckily!
Good evening. I hear there's a football match on, and I've been told through some mystic med reason that it's an absolute belter tonight. So stick around. We've got a fabulous hour of footballing action to bring you. With me tonight to talk through it, it's a welcome return to Trevor Hill. But first tonight, let's show you the games that was played earlier on today.
And here we go at St James's Park. Poland against Spain. Poland looking to better their best ever results at the Euros, which was the quarterfinals in the previous tournament in 2016. Their fourth appearance, of course. They've come third place in the World Cup twice, and they won a gold medal in 1972 as the cross is put in. And Lewandowski, within 58 seconds, has gone and put Poland ahead against Spain. Incredible. Well, if there's one man in the world who knows where the goal is, Robert Lewandowski is at the top of the list for that one. Leading from the front, he's been prolific for Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund over the years. This is just his bread and butter. Lovely header. And we're not even a minute in here, and Spain have been dumbstruck. 1-0. Spain just looking to recover a little bit after that. They've had a good bit of possession now, but not really doing much with it. Slow build-up play from the back though. Long ball over the top looking for Alvaro Morata. Taking it forward looking for Rodrigo. Can he latch onto that? He does. Getting past Reka, whips it in. Oh, and that's dangerous from the defence. He's doubling against the post, and it's somehow been bundled into the back of the net. A complete calamity from Glick. And Spain have gotten out of jail. Well, have you seen anything like that before in your life? It's incredible. Look at this. The ball's whipped in. Szczesny and his defence gets all muddled. Clearly no calling going on, and Glick, inexplicably, puts it into the back of his own net. Let's have a look here. So clearly this is for Szczesny. And, well, Glick, his first touch just let him down, and, well, Spain will not have any complaints with that one. A complete get out of jail. And Poland will be licking their wounds. They'll be looking to try and get back on a positive note. They start the first half really well. Let's see if they can start the second half well. Lewandowski in the box. Here he is again. And just like in the first half, he started the second half at a ferocious pace. And he's put Poland back in the lead. The blushes of the defence are being saved here by the goal-scoring machine that is Robert Lewandowski here. And Spain just can't handle him. Lovely build-up play here from Poland. Piatek controlling it well. Lovely 1-2 with Lewandowski, who, if you just give him any time in the box, he's going to score goals. And him showing here why he is one of the top strikers in the game today. He's been around a while, and he's still up there. He's one of the best goal scorers on the planet. Free kick in a promising position. Asensio even it up for a second time. From distance, he's hit the wall, and the goalkeeper Szczesny gobbles that up nicely. Slow out. Here's Glick. He'll be looking to try and forget about his first half. Here's Grozicki. Zielinski now. On that far side, here's Lewandowski again. Zielinski, Lewandowski, good build-up play again. Lewandowski instrumental so far. Well, that's a poor header away. Let's come back to Piatek! It's 3! Spain are all over the place, and Poland are just ripping them apart. Piatek with a wonderful finish, but look at this, the defending is just poor. 2 poor defensive headers. They get the ball back in the box, Poland. They don't even hesitate with the shots. And David De Gea, well, he can't do much about that. He's had a bit of a rocky season with Manchester United and their dodgy defence during the Premier League season. He's come to Spain and it's more of the same. But for Poland, they are playing terrifically. They couldn't possibly go for a fourth here. It would be the shock of all shocks if they were to absolutely romp over. Here's Piatek, goal scorer of the previous goal. Oh, that's a lovely turn! He's made it 4! The former European champions are being destroyed here at St James's Park, and Piatek has also got 2. I mean, look at this. Look at this turn. He just leaves his defender for chips and buries it left-footed. David De Gea, I don't think he's had a touch of the ball. He hasn't been able to get anything near. Look at this. This turn. That is a textbook turn, and Sergio Ramos has been made to look like a non-league player. And there we go, the shock of this group stage so far. An amazing performance from Poland. 2 goals from Piatek and Lewandowski, leaving Spain with a red face. It's finished here at St James's Park. Poland 4, Spain 1.
Free kick in towards the penalty area, control down. What a goal! Pitoko with the goal. Fantastic strike. Pepe Pitoko there, and Ukraine take the lead against Iceland. It's Ukraine 1, Iceland 0. Wonderful free kick. Lovely control and finished it well. Fantastic free kick, lovely control on the edge of the penalty area, and a smashing finish into the bottom corner. Ukraine lead 1-0. If you just look at this here now, lovely control, turn away from the defenders, and a fire beyond the keeper. Keeper had no chance. So very late, Ukraine are leading the lead 1-0. Punched clear by the goalkeeper. Sigurdsson can't pick up. And Kenko now. Uzi. Malinovsky. Malinovsky scores! What a goal to the Mibas Baza. Fantastic hit. Into the bottom corner beyond the keeper. The keeper had no chance, and Ukraine take a 2-goal lead early into the second half. Fantastic strike there. Corner punched out, got recycled, worked his way to the man on the edge of the box with a fantastic finish beyond the keeper. And that is a superb well-worked goal. Lovely turn and a superb finish there. Ukraine have the 2-goal lead now, and Iceland have got some serious work to do. Ukraine coming forward again. It's Johnny Moraes. Scott, oh, what a goal! Fantastic goal there. Wonderful strike. Kanaskov with it. And Tanaskov gets his first goal of the game. It's a fantastic goal. Well worked, good movement, good balling behind, and a good turn and finish. Keeper with no chance, defenders had no chance, didn't get tight enough to him. I just watched this replay again. Didn't get tight enough to him, we left him with a bit of space to turn, and that's shot. If you give him that kind of space, he's going to punish you like he has just done there. Free kick to Ukraine, Yarmolenko over it. Yarmolenko shoots, punch, behind by the goalkeeper for a corner. Wonderful stop there by the Icelandic international goalkeeper from Yarmolenko's free kick. The corner will take by Oliver Zinchenko of Manchester City. Zinchenko with the corner. Yamachkin punch clear up in the air. Yamachkin is going to end it us. The referee is giving it. Siskov has got his second of the game, and Ukraine's fourth, and they're going to secure a comfortable victory now. Fantastic work. So, and how did he manage to squeeze in from there? I didn't think he got enough onto it to get in from that angle, but the keeper should never be beaten by at his near post. Let's just watch this one again, palmed out. And as you get in from that angle, like initial look, if any managed to clear it off the lines, we just watch this close run up. Zinchenko with it in. Header punch down to Tiskov there. And Tiskov manages to get in. He was over the line by Tiskankov. And Tiskankov makes it 4-0 to Ukraine. And there is the full-time whistle. Ukraine dominant, clinical in front of goal. Iceland, no miracle chances for them. Ukraine win 4-0. Wonderful performance, and Ukraine were dominant throughout. Only one winners today, and that was Ukraine.
Trevor Tilsley commenting on the first game, and Trevor Gubby you heard on the second game. Well, tonight is an important stage for all the tournament with Ukraine's fantastic win. The pressure is on the Netherlands, and for progress they really have to win, but Austria tonight will fancy themselves. Trevor, what's your thoughts on tonight's match? I think the way this group is set up, a draw is no good for either side tonight. I don't think they want to go through as one of the best third place teams, so I think both teams will go for it, and I think we've got the potential to see a really good game tonight. Well, more for Trevor at half-time, but first let's go over to our match commentator for this game between Austria and the Netherlands. Very warm welcome to Trevor Motson.
Well, thank you, Trevor, and welcome along to the London Stadium. Two teams in need of desperate points in a win. The Dutch beaten by the Ukraine. The Austrians blown a 2-goal lead. Before the team news and the game, let's pause for a moment and listen to the national anthems. Well, the Pampers were sang with great passion. Well, we see a game with equal passion here tonight. Let's have a look what Branko Roda has picked. Well, he's gone with Arnautovic up front, Albert, Sabitzer and Lazaro, Bart Malinga and Grilic are the two holding midfielders. They could be key for the Austrians tonight. As for the Dutch, they've made one notable change. That's in attack. And it's Bergwijn who plays on the right of a front three, which includes Quincy Promes and Memphis Depay. So the referee is ready. We're all set to go here at the London Stadium. The home, of course, of West Ham United. And it's Austria in the red and white, almost like Arsenal, if you like. It is away, attacking the goal to our right, and the Dutch, who usually play in orange, are in their change kit all dark tonight. This is Welmer now for Austria, and he wins the first free kick of the game off Tom Fries. With almost a minute gone. So a real opportunity here for the Austrians to try and lob their noses in front here at the start. David Alaba will take the free kick, and it goes there towards the penalty area. But Malinga was in there, so too was Virgil van Dijk, who nodded it out for a corner. First of the game. It's Alaba who's gone right across to take it, and it goes again. Header only half away. Bart Malinga, good turn and a good volley and a good goal. Bart Malinga, and the Austrians are in front with a minute and a half almost played. Bart Malinga, and the Dutch will be kicking themselves. There was a couple of mistakes before the goal went in. They didn't clear the corner properly. It was Dumfries with a real tame header away, only half away, and Bart Malinga volleyed it back in. And maybe Siversen could have done a lot better here, because he hasn't played so many competitive games for Barcelona, because he's having to play second fiddle to Andre ter Stegen. That may have had some bearing on it, but that should have been saved. And having said all that, the Austrians have started well, and I think the early goal reflects the way that they've started, and they've taken the lead. And this can only be good for the game here. And it's the Austrian contingent that are absolutely thrilled to bits here. As you can hear in the background, the Dutch of sea of orange that you see everywhere in these tournaments. That's colour and spectacle to any occasion. Well, they are completely silent now. And it could get worse for them here as Wijnaldum is giving away a free kick. Referee is adamant that this was a foul, and the Dutch woes continue. So Wijnaldum a little unlucky there to get a yellow card, which now puts him on a tightrope for the rest of the game here. All 87 and a bit minutes of it. 1-0 to Austria. Lazaro. Lena here. Earlier today, the Ukrainians thrashed Iceland by 4-0 up at Manchester, so real incentive for one of these two teams to get a positive result. And they almost get another one, and Arnautovic was in there, and so too there's one or two others in there too. So I think Sabitzer was in there as well. Welber, Alaba, good try, and just wide. Well, it's a very purposeful start here from the Austrians here, and I think we could have a match of the day to remember here. That's what we are, and that's where we're coming from here. It's European Championship match of the day, and it's 1-0 to the Austrians. Arnautovic, he goes down, free kick given. And they want to get on with it quickly. Lena. Well, maybe that was quick thinking, but not quick thinking laterally, which is given cheap possession here to the Dutch. There's Dragovic. Malinga. Reina. Oh, good close control there. Sabitzer and Altovic. Alaba. It's hooked away once more. Ronaldo. This is Blend. Ronaldo again. Promise. Well, the Austrians really starting as they need to go on, but let me remind you, viewers, that here's Bergwijn. Good recovery. Good recovery. There may have been a possible shout there for a Dutch penalty. Referee waved it away. Here's Welber. I'll come back to what I was going to say in a minute, because Welber's got possession. In towards Alaba. Onto Sabitzer. The Lickers got in the way of that and stopped it from being any more damage limitation on the Dutch. I should also remind you that Austria had a 2-0 lead against Iceland, but contrived to blow that lead, and they ended up drawing the match 2-2 here. So what they won't want to be doing is letting this lead slip, and that's what they're doing there, almost doing, but Mazzara gets it out. Now Alaba. Arnautovic is the furthest man forward. He's got Lena to his right. And infield again to Arnautovic. So know every player. The grass having played here for a couple of years at West Ham. Before that Stoke, before he decided to move on to China for huge amounts of money. Obviously money to him meant more than success on the field. Marko Arnautovic, although I'm sure he wants to do his best for his country of birth. De Jong has been guilty of giving away, which looked a very soft free kick, and here's Alaba now. Lazzaro's in there. Breaks to the aforementioned Arnautovic. Still there, Arnautovic. He's the key man really for the Austrians this summer, really, to try and make inroads and do well in a major tournament. They haven't reached the World Cup final stages, in fact, since 1998 when they had Tony Polster in their team. They've got a good side, Austria, and I think they could show more promise. They were really good, and they weren't really good in the finals in France 4 years ago. They've got a corner to defend. It's Depay in there, and De Jong was in there. And the Comfort de Roon here, the former Middlesbrough man, got relegated with Middlesbrough some 3 years ago. It seems to have moved on in those terms as the cross came in. It's Leitner's ball. Quarter of an hour gone then at the London Stadium. It's Austria 1, the Netherlands 0. Group C, of course. As you saw earlier on, if you were with us at the start. The Travis. That ball away. You were seeing the Ukrainians put 4 past Iceland, a very sorry Iceland, to move practically 1 foot into the last 16 of the competition. It's played almost like the World Cup is now. 3 group phase matches, then the round of 16. Quarter-finals, semi-finals and the final. Free kick to the Netherlands. Laminga is the man being called over here, the Austrian captain. His goal separates the teams. There's a stick talking to there from the referee. There's a foul here on Dumfries, it was. David Brink to take the free kick here from the right hand side. It's a good free kick. De Jong has made a good bit of room for himself and just couldn't get a positive touch on the header, which has gone wide in the end. Would have been interesting if he made better contact with that attempted header there, De Jong, whether that was going to cause the goalkeeper 1 or 2 troubles. In the event, it still remains 1-0 to Austria. This is into Rega. They now on the near side. Rosario. And Eltovich. This is good football. And Eltovich. Oh, what a save. Well, there was nothing wrong with Jesper Citizen's reflexes there. He certainly made up for his earlier error when he led in that early goal. The Austrians, and Eltovich is in there for the cross, but it's turned away by Delic. And now here's Dumfries. Martin de Roon. There's Bergwijn. The Tottenham man who's had to go a little bit further into London to play tonight. That's the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium being used for some of the games here in the Championship. Quick hit one there, this time against Welber on Memphis Depay. Over 200 rounds, as well as Spurs and the West Ham, Arsenal's ground, and of course Wembley. Hosting all the England games in the group. As De Jong goes in for this free kick, that goes organising the wide again for the Dutch. They're a little frustrated with things with 21 minutes gone here at the London Stadium. Other grounds to be used: City of Manchester Stadium and Old Trafford up in Manchester. Liverpool have got Goodison Park in Anfield, Villa Park Birmingham, King Power Leicester, James's Park Newcastle, and the Amex Stadium in Brighton are all the other English grounds being used for this tournament. This is Derby Blade now, and significantly no Yorkshire ground is being used. There was a sharp maybe that Ellen Road could have been used, but they decided on the Amex and the King Power Stadium. Here's Quincy Promise almost intercepting that ball, but it's Austria now on the attack here with Sabitzer, Mazzaro, and Eltovich. Turn there, the former Stoke and West Ham man. Dalik. De Jong. Oh, that's sloppy. It's giving Eltovich a chance. Oh, and he's missed. Should have been in the right hand corner of the net. Instead, he's hit the stanchion, the right hand stanchion behind the goal. Really poor pass out there by the Dutch defenders, and how they've not been punished for it will be one of life's mysteries. And Eltovich will know that he should have scored. I don't think there's much debate about that. And I don't think there's much doubt about it either. And Dumfries in possession. 25 minutes gone here. I'm live on Match of the Day here on Chatter Sports. It's 1-0 to Austria if you've just joined us late. And we go. But Simerson will not want to look back on in the Dutch goal with any great fondness. Frankie de Jong, Martin de Roon, de Jong again. Sabitzer wandered him off the ball, clearly according to the referee. One or two of the refereeing decisions in this tournament have left a lot to be desired for obvious reasons. This is Gini Wijnaldum to Quincy Promise. Wijnaldum, of course, carrying that yellow card, a harsh yellow card earlier on in the game. This is Dragovic. Lindemeyer. Welber. That's a poor ball by him, straight to Quincy Promise, right into his path. This is Memphis Depay. Good try and a good save. Like that. Comfortable in the end, but sloppy play that time by Welber. Trying to play a crossfield ball across his own half, which almost had catastrophic results in the end. It didn't matter in the slightest. Bart Malinga, whose goal if you've just joined us over here on Trevor 1. We're separating the two sides, and the ball out of play will be an Austrian throw. And we've had 53% of possession, the Austrians, compared to the Dutch 47%. Here come the Austrians again. Alaba, look at the young, the defender in front of him, and he won the ball fairly according to the referee. This is Bergwijn. Last quarter of an hour now. And into here, plus stoppage side, still Bergwijn. It's a good purposeful run by Bergwijn. And a little bit cross in there towards Depay, but good defending again. But it did come off Memphis Depay last, and it will be a goal kick to Austria. We'll still lead by that early goal. And it's 1-0. That's the stand. Austria really didn't do themselves justice in France. 4 years ago they'll be wanting to put some wrongs right here. They should have won really against Iceland and tried to draw 2-2. They're playing some lovely football. Welber's cross and then Eltovich was in there. Molinga, whose goal separates the teams. Sabitzer. Control, foul again. A little harsh one maybe against Frankie de Jong, who's not impressed with the decision from the referee. I don't think there was much doubt or much in that, to be fair. I think it's a very weak decision. But it's a decision that the Austrians will take all day long, and Alaba's up behind this one. It's David Alaba, it's into the wall, it's gone high, Lazaro jumping. Van Dijk plays it back to De Ligt. Now Dumfries. Bergwijn. Maroon. Mr. Pye is in there, but the tackle's flying in. 9 minutes of the first half to play. There's any stoppage time here, and it's still the Austrians winning. And foul given halfway. Happened. It's plenty of promise with the challenge. And to take the free kick. And the Austrians hold on in there for half time. Bart Molinga. His goal separates the teams. Puts it on there to eVO-wEB. Loses possession. And it looked as if the Austrians were going to maybe get in there and try and finish it off. That's a good bit of play there from Bergwijn. This possession is Austrian opponent. This is Depay. Yes! It's 1-1. And Depay, who missed a handful of chances in the defeat to the Ukraine the other day. Well, he's took a chance here. And it's been rewarded, and it's 1-1 here at the London Stadium in Group C. Full marks to Bergwijn, took the ball away from the defender. It's a lovely weighted through ball, and a beautiful finish by Memphis Depay. It was such an unerring finish, in fact. Look at the weight of the ball, beautifully weighted, and that's a beautiful finish. And the Dutch are celebrating now the sea of orange around this vast London Stadium here. It's all bright. It's all bright here, and it's certainly orange now. The future's bright. The future's orange. But here's Alaba now. In towards an Eltovich, and Austrian almost in an instant gone back in the lead. Well, the Dutch were running around themselves to blame. They relaxed for just a second or two and almost paid the price. And Marko Arnautovic there will be very disappointed. It's been a good match, and it's levelled and tied up at 1 apiece as we go into that final 5 minutes here at the London Stadium. Bart Malinga, whose goal looked as if it was going to give Austria a half-time lead, but they've not reckoned on Memphis Depay. Now Welbeck. 5 minutes of the first half to go. Alaba. Bart Malinga. Mazzaro. Could he find a way through? Sabitzer. And he was tripped there from behind. It's a free kick. The referee was right there. They want the unbooked. The referee decided that the free kick award is the best course of action to take in these circumstances. Yeah, just stretched him up there. I think a yellow card to be given for that would be on the extremely harsh side. Gives Alaba another hot shot now. Alaba! Oh, it's hit the Dutch wall. He might get a second go at this. He will. Deflected. Welber will get the loose ball. In control and out of it, just behind him. The Austrians again making a dog's dinner of a free kick. They had about 5 in the wall, maybe 6, with a man behind them there, the Dutch. Here's Sabitzer. Shot deflects. Might come to Lena here. It does, and it comes off the Austrian, and a goal kick. It is to the Dutch. This was the opportunity for Sabitzer. As you saw there, it came off Lena. And the Dutch get themselves a goal kick and a little bit of respite, one would have to say. 2 minutes of normal time at the end of the first half, which has been highly competitive, highly fought. At the moment, both teams tied at 1-1. But a great game, nevertheless. It's been a real pleasure to watch this one here this evening. And I hope you're enjoying the game as much as we're doing right now, because I have to say, Trevor Sports is bringing you some real crackers this year. The exclusive rights holders for the Euro 2020 here in England. TBC Sports. New exclusive live coverage. No foul there. The room to the Vic. Of course, more drama next week with the final round of group games, and then the drama of the knockout group phase, which will be really highly competitive, starting with the last 16 all the way through to the final. As the referee blows for another free kick. It's time for the Dutch. We're halfway through the 3 added minutes at the end of the first half. That's certainly a foul there. Ball had gone a long way before then. Alaba was clumsy. So a free kick here in a promising position here for the Dutch. Blin will try and float it in from the far side, and he does just that, and it's in there, and it's a little bit of higgledy-piggledy in the defence, but away come the Austrians and just hook it out for a throw. We've got a minute of the 3 to go. Can one of these two teams try and force a late opportunity here? 30 seconds. And then it's down to the referee's discretion. I should also stress it's a minimum of. Frankie de Jong to Quincy Promise. To David Wen. We are over the 3 minutes. It's down to the referee's discretion. Frankie de Jong. The room. Oh, this might probably Depay. He gets the break and he scored. His first effort was saved, but he got the rebound, and Memphis Depay has stuck it in. And the Netherlands, right on the stroke of half time, have literally turned it around. Great celebrations there, and have given themselves a lead going into the break. Ball break kindly to Depay. His first effort was well saved on the goalkeeper, but he couldn't stop the rebound. Beautifully weighted ball over the top. Caught the defence napping. Good goalkeeping, as I said, on the first effort, but not on the second one. And they may have hit the jackpot. If it was the Ryder Cup, they'd be winning it by now, and they are winning this game at half-time, the Dutch. 2 goals for Depay in the last 5 minutes. Malinga scoring for Austria, but that's the way it is at half-time. And back to the boys in the studio. With the scoreline, Austria 1, Netherlands 2.
Well, I think it's safe to say in those 45 minutes we saw more action than you'll see in most 90-minute matches. That was absolutely incredible game, and Netherlands lead 2-1 at half-time. And Trevor, you've picked out Memphis Depay. This stood out for you in that half. Trev, I cannot believe that is the same player who floundered in the Premier League and struggled so much for Manchester United. He has looked really dangerous tonight, and absolute pleasure to sit back and watch. Well, let's have a look at the highlights of the first half, and Austria had the first one. Bartomlica, the captain, this volley. Could the keeper have done anything about it? Don't think so. I think Silenson, it was the time he reacted to that, the power, that was good. David Alaba's corner is very good. Puts it into a lovely situation. It causes chaos. Dumfries is well headed out. Wijnaldum and De Lid, we probably say should have closed them down better, but sometimes you have to say it's just a great goal. And it was compounded an awful start for the Netherlands because they had a man booked after 4 minutes. Alaba again coming up with a chance in a different role for him than he would normally play, but for Austria he was making chances, and for the opening minutes they looked brilliant. And then came one lax moment where Steven Bergwijn suddenly found himself through and should have made more of that potentially, or could that have been a penalty maybe for the tackle on Memphis? Arnautovic was used to playing on these neck of the woods, wasn't far from this effort. No, it's a good save by Silenson. He's lucky he's right at him. Arnautovic gets a really good turn, and he's had the wall over De Ligt in this game. The Netherlands then tried to press. Yeah, I suppose they did. They tried to force opportunities, but there's mistakes all around. This by Arnautovic is a complete let-off. Should have buried that. That was a poor finish. Probably why he doesn't play in these parts anymore. But judging West Ham's season, could have done with his guile and presence up front potentially. And then on half an hour, Memphis woke up. Yeah, you know, he's been walking in Memphis for all this tournament. Suddenly he's come to life again. He was very unlucky against the Ukraine. Alaba here with a free kick which strikes the wall. But he got himself and he got his team back into this. Steven Bergwijn does well. That's a great cross. But look at this by Memphis. One touch and goes for the near post. And sometimes that can catch keepers out from the situation. They're expecting it across. As a goalkeeper, you never want to get beaten at your near post. But then he was. And then almost after getting it, Arnautovic is presented with another chance. Another header that flashes past Silenson's post. Alaba with another free kick. And Austria here are just throwing chance after chance that they can at the Netherlands goal, but just can't get through. Sabaster's efforts, yeah, half chance. I wouldn't sort of call it a full-blown sort of attempt at goal. I don't think it was anything to write home about. And then came the moment right on the stroke of half-time, which has changed the complex of the game. Yeah, if you have a look at this, it's a fortunate about Memphis is the first to react and the second to react, and Austrian defending was poor. They should have reacted much quicker, and he likes his goal for Memphis, and judging by that, he's probably due a birdie or two after that next time he's on. But look at that, bit of luck, reacted quicker than anybody else, coolness of mind to finish, and that's why the Netherlands are ahead at the moment. Well, it really is a game you can't take your eyes off, so thankfully we've got an eagle-eyed commentator in the gantry to take you through the second half. It's back to Trevor Motson.
Thank you, Trevor. Welcome back, everybody, to the second half here at the London Stadium. No changes for me to report to you here as we get underway. 2 sets of 11s that were exactly the same from when they started the game. This is Daru now, and the difference is they're attacking the opposite ends. The Dutch in those dark shirts as opposed to their all orange shirts. Taking the goal to my right. And the Austrians in those red and white shirts, white shorts, to the left hand side. They trail by 2 goals to 1. Close all teams in this tournament have a squad of 23, so all the squad members that are fit or not suspended can all be named as substitutes, and anyone of, I think, up to 3 can come on at any one time during the group games. They'll have 1 extra if it went to extra time in some of the knockout matches, but we'll explain all that as we go on during the tournament, and once we get to the knockout phases you'll know the drill. And Eltovic now to Alaba. Welber, a tremendous first half with 3 goals scored in it. I wonder what sort of ratio we'll get in the second half. If you paid something like £45 for a ticket today, I don't think anyone can complain about the entertainment that a £45 ticket to a European Championship match here has brought you here this evening. Lazaro, moving it away, and here's Quincy Promise now. Still Promise. Centrally there from one of the Dutch players. This is De Roon. Dumfries chipping that towards the far side, and he's fumbling really well. Cross coming in, the goalkeeper decided to punch, which in the end proved to be a profitable decision because it's given the Austrians vital possession here. This is well back. 52 minutes gone of the game, and still the Dutch winning by 2 goals to 1. Depay with a double in the last 4 minutes of the first half. 6 minutes, sorry, the first half, which is given the Dutch lift off. And Trev since the 2nd minute. And here's Lynam now, looking to restore a bit of pride into the Austrian psyche here. Alba now might try the shot. If you think about it for a second, Alba could certainly get them off. Sabitzer can also get them off too. Shot deflected, and it falls very kindly for Virgil van Dijk, which does well to control it rather on the chest. There's Bart Malinga. This goal put Austria on the way in the 2nd minute. And here the ball coming in again. Alaba was waiting. Lazaro. Alaba. And again it hits the right hand stanchion this time. Alaba thought it was going into the top right hand corner here. His right foot is Rasper. And it's hit the back stanchion. And it remains 1 each, or 2-1, sorry, to the Dutch. In a close game, Austria led for so long in that first half. In fact, they've come the Dutch, who have really turned on the style here and playing some magnificent football here, live here on Trevor Sports. And 3 loses out this time. Lazaro, a nice ball in there. Eltovic might get there, and off limits came Siversen. Do well. What about that for a bit of chest control there? Quincy Promise has lost possession. Lazaro to Sabitzer, and Eltovic. And he goes down. It's a 3 kick. Overplay that. Sent away through the back of him there. And a free kick it is. Go around his side. 56-year-old German who's done a magnificent job as the Austrian manager. There's Alaba, and it's down! It's 2-2 for the free kick! And they are back in business. It's David Alaba. Oh, it's a superb free kick, and he's been threatening that all evening. In off the crossbar. I don't think Siversen had a price. And it's 2-2 at the London Stadium in an absolute thriller. Wow. Take a bow. Take a bow. That is one of the finest free kicks we've seen in this tournament by a long, long way. Look at that. Siversen beaten on the pace of the shot. It needed a bit of luck maybe with the crossbar. intervening, but still a tremendous free kick. And Alaba makes it 2-0 by the aid of 2-2 rather, with the aid of the crossbar. And the game back in the melting pot. And well, if you're a gambling man at this stage and you wanted to stake a few quid, oh, your money be on now. Here's De Jong. Gini Wijnaldum, who's still carrying that yellow card from the start. Promise for the Dutch. Wijnaldum. Blend. Wijnaldum. Quincy Promise. Not sure much promise, if you pardon the pun, this afternoon or this evening. This is Blend. Stopped beautifully there by Lena. It will be a throw-in for the Dutch. And Bergwijn is replaced by Bergernes. It's the first substitution of the second half. Austria just shaded it in possession. Wijnaldum. Daru. Wijnaldum. Promise. Van an hour. Still 2-2. Daru. Martin Daru. Shot was blocked. No foul, says the referee, and it's Austria on the counter-attack. And now to Joao Weber. Now Weber. Sabitzer. Weber again. Malinga. Football again, and they're looking very good on the ball here. And Altovich. And free kick's been given. They've taken it quickly. Sabitzer on the turn! Oh! What clever play from the Austrians! They called the Dutch napping. Great free kick from Alaba. Quick thinking by him. Good going from Arnautovic, and Sabitzer turned and got the shot off. Beat Simerson. Hit the inside of the post and went in the net. And the Austrians lead for the second time tonight. It's 3-2. And the Dutch are the team who are looking down the barrel here. With 2 defeats from 2. One of the favourites for the championship. And Ronald Koeman's men are in trouble. This is a great piece of thinking here by Alaba, straight into the path of Sabitzer, and his shot was unstoppable. 3-2 to Austria. And no wonder he thanks Alaba for that quick piece of quick thinking, because really, as we go to the 64 minutes to go was time out incidentally, but it wasn't for his quick piece of thinking, he wouldn't have had that goal. Now then, what Holland got, what have the Dutch got now ahead of them? They've got they're trying to win a free kick, which wasn't on now then. Lena has it for the Dutch. They're 3-2 up in a real crackerjack of a game. Interregger. Alaba. Interregger again. It's an attempt to clearance it, and one of the strikers there, and here's the room now popping up there, trying to play in Depay. And this now really gives the term lift off. 3-2 for Austria. And here they are again, trying to break forward. Wijnaldum has really needs to make a difference now. Blend. Austria ball, keeper Bergernes, one of the substitutes. Daru. Bergernes, Depay, Dumfries. Let's get the ball well. Daru, Bergernes, Frankie de Jong. They should build up this. Dumfries. Getting back there, doing a good covering job. Bartling getting that one away. Alaba, Interregger, Robert. Bergernes now has the possession, Robert. De Jong. The room to Dumfries. It's a good cross in there. Oh, and that equaliser from Memphis Depay. It should have been a hat-trick. Now we've seen a player from England, Harry Kane, score a hat-trick. We saw an Italian score a hat-trick the other day. And we should have seen a Dutchman score a hat-trick tonight. Memphis Depay has missed a golden sitter. Strootman on for Darun. 70 minutes of the game have elapsed. And it's Austria 3, the Netherlands 2. Alaba. Now Frankie de Jong across the face of his own penalty area. Took a risk, but the gamble paid off. Wijnaldum. The Quincy Promise, who's just tailed off a little bit here. Gini Wijnaldum. Memphis rather Depay. He's lost possession. Grilic. Sabitzer. Into Rega. Regovic. Grilic knocking it forward. Leno's there as well on the far side, and it's in there towards Lazaro. On towards Sabitzer as well. Good football again, and Arnautovic. Again, good defending. Back once more to Jasper Cillessen. And look now for the Dutch. 17 minutes left to play. 3-2 down. And really need something now in the remaining 16 minutes that remain to try and force maybe even a point would be a decent showing. Bergunis. Kevin Strootman. Oh, nice control there to the back of Bergunis, but Rober's there. And now into Rega. And the ball hits the defender. This is Depay now. He can prop it. Oh, he's in it straight at the goalkeeper now. And that was the opportunity for 3-3. And the chance wasn't taken, however, that was a poor throw out. And here's Depay. Kevin Strootman. Dumfries. De Jong. Strootman. De Jong again. Wijnaldum. Depay. De Jong. Strootman. Dumfries. Bergunis. Strootman. Dumfries again. Going to stay down, but Bergunis has got possession. Dumfries. Strootman again. Good control. Keeps his balance really well. Wijnaldum. And Depay might prop it again. Hesitant defending there by the Austrians, and it almost cost them an equaliser and almost gave Depay a hat-trick. 11 minutes left to play. Still Austria leading by 3-2. Live on Match of the Day. Euro 2020. Live here on Trevor Sports. And there's plenty more where that came from. Exclusive coverage of the whole tournament, which has been played in such tremendous footballing spirit. Here's Bergunis. 10 minutes left to play. There's the cross. Oh, and it's a good save. And Depay on the rebound. I don't believe it. It's 3-3. And Depay completes a remarkable hat-trick. And it's the third hat-trick I've commentated on this season, or in this competition. We saw Kane at the start of the tournament score for England, a hat-trick. We saw an Italian score a hat-trick at Goodison Park the other night. And we've just seen Memphis Depay smash in an equaliser for 3-3. And we've got an ending now that could well be memorable as well. The goalkeeper couldn't keep it out. And all of a sudden, it's all square again. 3-3. And Depay's got his hat-trick. And now we've got a finish on here. Quincy Promise trying to get away on the far side, but he can't be found. And Arnautovic now for Austria. Sabitzer. And Arnautovic! He couldn't shot him. Oh, what's he done? What has he done there? All he needed to do was show a bit of strength, bit of composure, beat the goalkeeper, and he could have put Austria in front for the third time and gone 4-3 up. Instead it remains 3-3. Alaba. Surely this has got to go down as game of the tournament. And Arnautovic turns nicely, good save. Sillerson earning his corner there. But it's Lynam picking it up. Arnautovic again. Still Arnautovic, good save, is it? Oh, and it's... well, somehow it's bundled away. Arnautovic can't believe it. And once again, the Austrians right back at the Dutch, having just equalised then. Jasper Sillersson's made a smart save. Arnautovic has been replaced by Bergstiller. Ilmar's been replaced by Welber. Babel's on for Promise. So the Dutch have used all three. It's Babel rather than Babel, I should say. The Austrians have used two of their three substitutes, and the Dutch have used all three. Ryan Babel. And they've got a free kick here. The Netherlands. Robert and Ronaldo have made 5 interceptions apiece, which is showing how equal that's been in certainly the midfield area. With 5 minutes to go, there's still plenty of time for a winner. This is Babel who gets his first touch. Plays it to Danny Blin. Oh, Danny Blin rather, and over the top. And that was a big opportunity there. Off the cross. Just over the top. It still remains 3-3 with 4 minutes to go. Live here on Trevor Sports. Match of the day live. Group C. Remember the Ukrainians won 4-0 against Iceland, which you saw highlights with at the start. And if you haven't seen this game live as the ball played in there, again good defending from the Dutch. It's available to watch on demand here on Trevor Sports. And believe me, if you're watching it later, you're going to be in for a right old treat. You guys who are watching live with us here have been treated to a display, a great exhibition of football from two attack-minded sides which have gone with hammer and tongs. It's been that sort of a game. It's topped and tailed. It's turned so many twists and turns. Austria led, then the Dutch came and equalised. They led 2-1 at the break. Then they were pegged back to 2-2, and now the trial through 2. Now it's 3-3. Here's Depay playing the ball in towards Babel! And the Netherlands going front for the second time. And could that be decisive for Ronald Koeman's men? All the substitutes, and maybe Koeman in there himself, are all rushing as one to acclaim the winning goal scorer. Ryan Babel set up by the hat-trick hero, Memphis Depay. 3 goals for him and an assist, and the Dutch lead with a minute to go. And this has been one of the most dramatic group games we've seen in the championships. There's no doubt about that. And Babel's header was just unbelievable. So unerring. And what about the cross? And Memphis Depay not only has got himself a hat-trick already, has got himself an assist for Babel. He's just come on as a substitute for Quincy Promise, and could well have broken Austrian hearts with that headed goal. Here's Uma now chipping it forward towards Alaba. And still Alaba, he's run out of pitch. 2 and a bit minutes of the 3 remain. And we have seen one of the most thrilling games of football in this tournament. And for those who have paid a good £45 for a ticket here, Well, they can't say they've not had their money's worth. De Jong now for the Dutch, who lead 4-3. Seconds remaining. Just under a minute to go in what has been the most compelling game of football I think there's been for a very long time. And I tell you what, if we're going to have, I wouldn't be amazed if the standard kept at this for a long, long time, because I tell you what, we have been treated for something special here tonight. Seconds remaining now, and the Dutch have won in dramatic style. A hat-trick from Memphis Depay. Austria led 1-0 and 3-2. The Dutch came back to lead 2-1 at the break and then scored in the last minute for Ryan Babel and take the victory in dramatic style by 4-3. And back to the boys in the studio to talk this one over. It's over to you.
Well, I promise you now, I don't think we're going to see a better game in these championships thus far. The Netherlands, many congratulations to them. 4-3 winners. Serious hard luck on Austria. Put up a fantastic fight. Trevor, just how good was that match? Oh, Trev, it was outstanding. It was a brilliant game between two sides that, I guess, for the viewers' benefit, cannot defend. But going forward, it was a joy to watch. Really, really good game. And I do think the Netherlands did deserve to win that overall. Well, let's have a look from the action of the second half. It somehow managed to eclipse the first half. I thought it was brilliant yourself. Yeah, it was great. It was a really, really, really good game. And a very good free kick, Trevor. Oh yeah, Alaba's free kick here was stunning. 2 apiece, Austria back in it. Quality of the player, I think he's an outstanding footballer, and pleased he's getting the opportunity to shine. Martin de Roon, the former Middlesbrough, forcing the opportunity, but it was a game in which both sides were going back and forth at one another. And then this one, David Alaba, really quick thinking into Sabitzer. Great finish, that is. But credit to Alaba, he gets the assist. The assist is as good as the goal. It's important as a goal. He thinks quickly, and sometimes it's that change of thoughts patterns which can make all the difference. And then Memphis going close. Yeah, you thought at this point that it might be more of the same. Netherlands bowing out of the competition. Maybe having to rely on a good win in the final third place. And then they get a little stroke of luck. Yeah, it's a really poor clearance. But Memphis doesn't take it. And you think now at this point, 15 minutes to go, it's all over for the Netherlands. A good advantage played by the referee with this attack. Memphis finds half a yard through, he's blocked again, and you get into the point where you wonder, will it ever happen? And then with 9 minutes to go, Dumfries' cross, Memphis' header is saved, but he's quicker than anybody else to respond. And the goalkeeper really is unlucky, tries to do the best he can but can't stop it. Arnautovic will regret this, because I think he's had more than enough chances to win this game outright. Silenson gets a hand and it just bobbles agonisingly past the post from an Austrian standpoint. And then we had the moment to savour, and it was Memphis who provided the cross. Yeah, good left-footed cross by Memphis, gets some good curl on it. Ryan Babel, former Liverpool man, he's got the red hair at the moment, and he might have a couple of red eyes in the morning, I'm sure. His team will celebrate that. Fantastic result. And Netherlands good for what has, I will say this, is the best game of the tournament thus far. Alright, Trevor, I'm going to have to ask you, it's the big one tomorrow. England-Scotland's kicking off tomorrow evening, and who's your winner for that one? Oh, of course, I'm going to say England, but I think in all my years, never underestimate an England-Scotland game. Scotland always show up and play their best football, particularly at Wembley. And England are going to have to be producing the same form they did against Croatia, I think, to get the 3 points in qualification tomorrow. But I think, in all fairness, Scotland have a shout. Well, join us tomorrow evening for an exclusive grandstand edition of England versus Scotland, live and uninterrupted at Wembley. And our coverage will start at 7 o'clock. Well, football's a game played over 90 minutes between 11 players kicking the ball, and at the end of it, the Netherlands win it. I guess it's a change of the script, but tune in tomorrow to see if Scotland should change the script. The old enemy and the oldest international fixture is back. We'll see you, won't we? Good night.